it's Dumbarton that have got a chance to perhaps avoid those playoffs and just give themselves that chance to stay out of this relegation scrap. We have the team sheets in. There are 3 changes for the home side. Rory Langan, Isaac Lane and James Wallace come in. Goal scorer on Saturday, PJ Crossan, drops to the bench along with Robert Jones and Jamie Wilson, and there is a spot for captain Stuart Carswell. He's back on the bench. So the team lines up Sam Ramsbottom in goal. It'll be a back 4 of Nick McAllister, Ryan McGeever, Morgan Neal and Rico Quitongo, who makes his 50th appearance for Dumbarton tonight. In midfield, Ross Forbes, Thomas Brindley, Rory Langan, and we're thinking Adam Frizzell, and perhaps a front 2 of James Wilson and the returning Isaac Lane, who's missed his last 7 games. For the away side, there are 2 changes from the team that lost 3-1 to Clyde. That was some 7 days ago. Holmes and Jordan Allen drop to the bench. Martin Scott and Callum Moore come in, so it will be Mark McCallum in goal. Interim boss Gary Irvin starts. Ross Meakin, Roberto Nditi and BJ Call. Murray McIntosh, Callum Moore, Grant Anderson, Daniel Scally complete the midfield, and it will be a front 2 of Scott and Fennick. Will it be as important as this corner from Forbes? It's whipped all the way to the back. Morgan Neal was there and he has his head in his hands. Very decent opportunity to open up the game.
I mean, Dumbarton need to win tonight. There's no 2 ways about it, and to do that they need to take the game to their opponents. Jim Duffy spoke about being positive after the East Fife game and basically trying to go and win the game rather than keeping it tight and nick something.
Flick on was from McGeever, and it was another flick at best goalwards that's just gone into the hands of McCallum. Won back by Brindley. Here's Wallace. Again, good feet, again shoots. Smart stop by McCallum, but Wallace proving to be the live wire introduction that we perhaps expected. James Wallace brings it down, he finds Lane. His first touch was decent at best. It's come all the way back to Quitongo. Very deep from Rico Quitongo, and Mark McCallum had to keep his eyes on that all the way, especially in this wind. It's unorthodox, but he's managed to find Frizzell again, who shoots again, just catches the inside of his foot and drags it very far wide. Anderson being forced to stay off, it looks like, for this corner kick. So Forfar very temporarily will be down to 10 into the mix, and it was Morgan Neal, and he just heads it off over the bar, I should say. Very decent opportunity, just couldn't keep it down. Nditi has given it straight to James Wallace, who tries to lift it over McCallum, and he's just lifted it over the bar as well. What a chance. Great. Yeah, the last thing the Sky Blues would need is any type of gift, especially with this game being on somewhat of a knife edge. Meek and clear, and the first half is over. The whistle goes, no added on time whatsoever, and a game of some real chances at both sides. A point blank header saved by Ramsbottom could have given Forfar the lead, and there was another point blank header from Morgan Neal that just flashed over the bar, and perhaps maybe even the best chance right at the end there from James Wallace. And as I said, perhaps nerves, quality shown just ever so slightly. It is still goalless at the break, much to BJ Cole's excitement.
Yes, Stuart Carswell is on. Who is off? Looks like Nick McAllister is the man who's off. So that'll be the right back curse striking yet again for Suns. If Nick McAllister's picked up something.
Yeah, perhaps will Stuart Carswell drop into right back. Carswell has been injured, of course. He's missed the last few games. Jim Duffy said he was unsure if he was going to be available, and he'd be pleasantly surprised if he was. So I don't know whether this is perhaps necessity rather than
I would think so.
anything else. And we're underway for the second half. Carswell's taken the captain's armband from Morgan Neal as well. Towards the back post, McGeever was there. How many times have we seen that this season? Didn't quite come off this time though.
There is to be a goal for Sun, certainly. It does feel like it might come from a corner, doesn't it? It's a couple of times Morgan Neal came close in the first half. Ryan McGeever coming close there as well. Game that could be decided by a set play, which I don't think would come as a massive surprise to anyone.
Isaac Lane is right in front of Mark McCallum once again, and referee McDermott doesn't like something.
Feels like one of these ones where it's a really difficult position to get a ball in that threatens Mark McCallum but isn't an easy catch, but that doesn't go clean over the bar, but that still gives someone a chance of putting it into the net.
Floated to the back post. It was almost a touch on it. I think it was Langan in there in the end. Carswell had to get there and he did. That was a decent ball, and Nditi got it back.
It's a good delivery. Good delivery by Robert Jones there. It was really nice defending by Roberto Nditi. I mean, that's kind of putting a lot of confidence in your goalkeeper to put a header back to him like that, but it was really well done by Roberto Nditi.
And it's Adam Frizzell who has departed, and he boots a water bottle in frustration.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating night. I think it's been a frustrating night for everybody, I think, going forward for Suns, but frustrating night for Adam as well.
And as we saw, 2 late goals here against Partick Thistle a week ago, there might need to be some more late drama in this League One match. It's an absolute cluster of bodies towards the end of that 6-yard box, I should say. Jones has managed to pick that up. Just perhaps took too long. Carswell flicks it out wide to Crossan. Here's PJ Crossan. He gets away, he swings it in. There's Connor Duthie! Duthie makes the breakthrough on Jim Duffy's birthday. It's a huge goal for Dumbarton in this battle to beat the drop.
Wow. Don't think I saw that one coming. It was Sun's End absolutely erupted there. That was great play first of all by PJ Crossan to set up the opportunity. Yes, Forfar made a mess of the defensive side of it. Ball maybe fortunate in that it landed at the feet of Connor Duthie, but that goal that did not feel like it was coming was dispatched absolutely perfectly, wasn't it? A great finish from Connor Duthie.
How many times have we said it? The moments of quality have been fleeting at best, certainly in this second half, but PJ Crossan drove the defence, drilled it across the box, and Connor Duthie was there to say thank you very much. A measured finish, and he might have provided a lifeline for Dumbarton with just minutes to go.
Now what Suns have to do is work out how to turn what is a team almost solely of attackers into a team that will be defensively compact and resolute for the next 2 minutes or so. But that could be a huge goal. Could be.
Forfar throwing everything to try and get an equaliser, and it's away from Dumbarton this time. Duthie's there again. We're into it, almost added on time.
Big Mark McCallum staying up for this one as well.
And how goals change games, how goals change seasons. It's towards McCallum. He got the flick on. Jones gets a more telling contribution on the ball. There's Wallace. And he kicks it forward, and Connor Duthie is flying up the pitch. And there was a brush from McGeever. There was some debate from the Forfar bench. They wanted a penalty, but there's never in any doubt that McGeever didn't do anything wrong against Jordan Allen.
I tell you, Jordan Allen's taking a chance there. He's on a booking, and he was certainly looking for that one.
We're into the first minute of added on time. Can Dumbarton hold on to what would be a priceless 3 points? The seconds tick by. That attacking front line have dropped all the way back to defend for Dumbarton. There's Carswell. It's gone right back into the mix. And volleyed clear by Duthie. And it's the last piece of action in the game, and how fitting is it that Connor Duthie gets the final touch, hoofing it clear. He came off the bench, he scored the winner. A huge goal for Dumbarton, a huge 3 points. This season is not over.
No, and that was a game that looked for all the world like it was going to be 0-0, didn't it? But we spoke about it, that wee bit of quality. Connor Duthie came up with it, PJ Crossan came up with it. It wasn't classic, it wasn't vintage, but it was exactly what Jim Duffy was looking for. Go out there and get 3 points. Nobody cares how you do it, nobody cares when you score. A clean sheet, 3 points at home. That's all that mattered tonight.